we'll just start recording now. Get it from the get-go.
Cool. I think we're still waiting on Goonzi, our guitar player.
Not a problem. How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. How are you guys?
Good. Where are you right now? Where are you based?
Glasgow, Scotland.
Cool. Are you having a heat wave?
Yeah, it's so nice, man.
You're like the first person that hasn't complained about it.
Yeah, everyone's like, it's so hot.
I know. That's what I was saying last week. I was like, I don't understand why everyone's complaining about it. It's like everyone complains when it rains, which it does all the time. It's a very cold, miserable country.
Yeah.
Then we finally get a heat wave and everyone's complaining. It's like, what the fuck? People are just never happy.
Did you see that thing on the news though? It was the news reporter that was just like, it was a weather guy and essentially saying like, this is a bad sign. We're going to get more weather like this. This is bad news. It's the end of the world. Like we need to make a change. And then the news reporter's like, don't be so negative. Just enjoy the sunshine. And then did you see that Don't Look Up movie?
I think so. I'm one of these people. I watch movies and then I forget what the movie was called, but I remember the theme of the movie.
Leonardo DiCaprio is like the lead in it. What's going on, man?
Welcome.
Right, guys. Sorry, I can't hear or see anything right now.
That's okay. You take your time. We're telling the story anyway. So yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's essentially like there's a comet coming to Earth, and they're trying to warn, like these scientists are trying to warn the journalists, and they're just like not taking it seriously. Like, don't be so negative. And there's just like a parallel of exactly what was happening in real time in England. Yeah. And then the movie, I was like, oh, yeah, we're all going to hell at the moment.
I have actually seen that movie. Like the ending is so fucking dark, man.
Isn't it?
They're
yeah,
all just,
you
like,
don't see it coming.
The kitchen table.
Fully. Have you seen it?
No spoilers. I haven't seen it.
Should have said spoiler alert. There. Well.
Sorry.
Dude, I probably wouldn't watch it anyway.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah, if it's not Marvel, I probably won't rush to watch it.
Fair enough.
Can you hear us now?
You got us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Beautiful.
Goonzi, have you got the cold?
No, it's a fucking karaoke last week, man. Done my voice in.
Christ, man.
The life of metal.
We went out for our bass player's birthday and we all did karaoke and everyone has lost their voice apart from me. Funnily enough.
Yeah. What are your go-to songs each?
Yeah.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Yeah. See, to be honest, it was like such a massive like list of songs you had to choose from. So we were doing like Audio Slave and all that. It was like we pretty much did like just all metal and rock songs like Papa Roach and all that. And there was a few Elton John in there, and it was good fun, man. I mean, I was smashed. I can't really remember much.
Mine's is always Nickelback, Burn It to the Ground, man. That's my go-to. I can't.
That's a great track. Yeah. That's a great track.
Don't you think that, like Nickelback is that band that like it was like they were getting big and everyone sort of liked them when like How You Remind Me and shit came out, and Animals, there was like, oh, this is a banger. Then they started getting hated on because they got so big, and now it's gone full circle. Like everyone's now sort of going, nah, man, I jam Nickelback on the regular. Like they're sick, and they're finally become accepted again.
I love them, man. Like I wouldn't have a bad word said about them. Like I got to tour with them a few years ago and got to watch them like for 6 nights in a row.
Oh no way.
After like 3 or 4 pints, they are the greatest band on earth to watch live.
I'm not a drinker, and I can tell you, like sober, they were fantastic. I took my dad to see them 2019, and I was floored by just like how seamlessly they played. There was no mistakes, hit every note. It was phenomenal.
They are good, man.
I love them.
I like that. We're bonding over Nickelback. That's what I like.
Yeah. Watch all the subscribers are just like, fuck these guys, man. Metal. Well, that blows out one of my would you rather questions, doesn't it?
Oh, it does.
The newest addition to our would you rather questions is I'm like, okay, so you've got to listen to one of these 2 songs once a day, every day for the rest of your life. It's either Nickelback Photograph or Smash Mouth All Star. What are you choosing?
Fucking Nickelback every time.
Yeah.
I thought for some reason in my head I forgot that. I thought the other one was Creed, and I listened to Creed this morning.
Maybe that'd be a better one.
Creed is because everyone like rips on Creed because he has that like that voice. That one,
yeah.
But I quite like them. I listened to Weathered this morning while I worked out. It was a banger.
There's some riffs. Mark Tremonti can play.
Anyway, that's I was rambling about 90s rock about for you.
Yeah.
Look, officially, thank you for taking the time to jump on with us. We've been jamming bleed from within heavily on the channel for the last
bleeding through, yeah.
Bleeding through. The bleed from within for the last 2 years, like consistently. You guys are going from strength to strength. It's been awesome to watch.
I've been watching your channel.
Oh, thank you.
Since you did a reaction video to one of our songs, and we were all talking about it in like our band WhatsApp, how it was like the funniest reaction we've ever watched.
Oh, sick.
It wasn't it?
It was Iron Damnation. It was the bit where Johnny says, like, riff your dick right off and your titties.
That's a seamless Johnny impression.
That's a fantastic Aussie accent you've done there as well.
And that's the last time I'll try an Aussie accent.
One Johnny's enough. I don't need more. It's fine.
So how's it been anyway, boys? Like you're back in full swing. We've seen you been doing some absolutely killer shows, killer tours. How's it feel to finally be back out there and giving these songs the justice that they deserve live?
It's good, man. It's kind of like one of those bittersweet moments because we released an album during lockdown, which we never got to tour at all. And then by the time shows came back, by the time we started playing shows again, we had another album out. So it's like we've got all these songs to play, and we don't know which. We don't even have some of the shows. We've not even had enough like time in our set to play all the singles from those two albums. So there's like people complaining that they never got to hear this song, and so. But it's been good. Like the shows have been mental. Like it's been definitely the biggest growth we've ever noticed in our band, and the shows have just been wild, man.
Do you think anything with any of that comes from the fact that throughout the last 2 years, you guys have been putting out consistent singles and great film clips with it to give people more consistency with music and maybe more of a chance to discover you? Like the whole reactions thing has become an actual weird genre. So, and you guys, like I said, we've featured, I think, every single you guys have done. Yeah. Because we're fans of the band. Do you think that sort of thing has helped seeing other people share your music as well in the last 2 years?
I think a lot of bands forget how important reaction channels are. It's like, it's kind of just like a new form of like marketing essentially, but it's like huge. Like for example, your channel is so big. Like you've obviously got channels like Nick Nocturnal. Those channels are so important for bands these days, and I don't think a lot of people appreciate it as much as they should. Like I watch all the reaction videos for our band, and I love them. I love seeing that initial reaction to music, like, you know, when like a pure filthy riff kicks in, you see someone just laughing because of it. Like I love that. I love watching that because that's exactly how I act when I hear music. I just think it's amazing. Like
it's become like more important during like lockdown and stuff as well, because you didn't get to play shows and see people's reactions face to face. So
true.
It was the only way for a while that you could see people's reaction to your new music. So it's definitely becoming more just as important as like official press outlets that have been like magazines or whatever. It's been going for years. I think it's as important.
I think it's more important these days.
I was gonna say, that's off the back of that. We've been very lucky. Like we work with quite a lot of like record labels directly now in order to like, they organize this sort of chat and things like that. And we've found that we're getting opportunities given to us that the traditional media aren't getting anymore, because they're like, we're getting more exposure through you guys. And like the bands, thankfully, like you said, we try to have fun and make this like a very like, you want to come and have a chat rather than just being like the traditional ask the questions about how did you record
what's your favorite track on the album?
What is your favorite track on the album though? Yeah, but like make it a bit more fun. And it seems to be something that like your fans are going to get more out of too, if they can actually come and like get to know you guys as artists rather than just the like, like they're just answering the questions about the album.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah,
no, we're having fun with it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like we're enjoying it heaps, and it's good. The thing that I'm loving seeing like bands actually championing for these reaction channels as well. I mean, because like record labels, well, not so much labels, but I guess to an extent labels, especially your bigger ones, sort of just sit back and go, we don't really need them. But then the bands are going, dude, like fuck off, we need them. Like they're helping us out. Like we're getting exposed to, like might have like 5,000 people watch one of your videos that we do, and they've never heard of you guys. They just want to listen to us talk shit to each other, and then they're just like dicks, and they're like, oh, this band's fucking sick, I'm gonna go download all their shit. Like that's the way it works. Like it's become a crazy thing, but it's just good to see bands really speaking up for us as well.
Yeah, of course, man. Like, I genuinely believe, like, when you go, Goonzi,
labels need to stop blocking, like, when people are doing the reaction videos channels, like, they need to stop blocking the music, because it is an important way to get your like name out there if people haven't heard it.
Yeah, fully. The thing as well, like the labels that have worked with us as well, we're way more likely to champion their bands.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, hell yeah. Like this label's gonna help us out. Let's do all their catalog, because it's only gonna help both parties grow a bit more. Whereas you've got like, I don't name any names, Warner Brothers Music, but they just like block everything we do. We have to like fight tooth and nail just to get the videos uploaded, let alone be able to like make any money off advertising. So I can't really see the win. I mean, like we're literally giving you free promotion.
Yeah. Some people just need to move with the times, man. Times are changing and people just need to learn to adapt.
Yeah, hell yeah. Hey, I just saw your t-shirt and Johnny's going to really like that. Can you lean back for me for 1 second, please?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they just got announced that they're coming on tour here with Thy Art Is Murder. And dude, I'm so fucking keen. Yeah,
they're good friends of ours, man.
Yeah, great band. And they have riffs that make you want to riff your dick off and your titties as well, for sure. So.
Say it so casually though in conversation. Yeah. So anyway, I riffed my dick off and now I've got no titties. It's crazy.
So look, how does it feel to kind of like really be putting Scotland on the map in terms of heavy music? Because look, call me stupid, but
you're an idiot.
But I can't really name off the top of my head any other Scottish bands that I, well, at least listen to
heavy
regularly.
Bands.
Yeah.
There is a lot of good Scottish metal bands right now. There's a band called Centralia. I mean, they're probably not getting the recognition they deserve, but they are so good. You should check that band out and review them on your reaction them on your channel, because they're so good, man, and they deserve the recognition.
What was the name? Centralia.
So good.
Yeah,
Centralia. Yeah.
Text it to us later. Inbox us later, and
we'll do. They're kind of like old school, the haunted soil work, that sort of stuff. They're amazing, man.
Oh man,
sick. We should do like a playlist that's like bands suggestions of things. Like give us one band from your hometown and we'll make a playlist of all that stuff. That would be sick.
Yeah,
it's a good idea, man.
Yeah, for sure. So what's next for you guys? What do you got coming up?
Next well, on Friday we'll leave to go to Germany, play Knotfest. Slipknot, which
that'd be so good.
Absolutely mental. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
How does that sink in? Like, how do you process that?
It doesn't.
Very mad, man. That's all came off the back of like Corey Taylor tweeting about us. Like he just tweeted a picture of our album cover and said like, "This is sick," which he never does.
That's fucking unreal.
Off the back of that, which is just mind blowing, man. We've still not really processed that.
Hell yeah, I love that.
Who else is on the lineup for that one?
Miss Yoga.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Tesseract.
Yeah, In Flames.
Yeah, In Flames.
Oh, cool.
Wow. Yeah. So they've gone like for a real metal one this time.
Yeah.
Ghostman's on there as well. Just as a bit of a wild card.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Ghostman's wild. Very weird. Very strange. Cool though.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Pumped for you guys. Well done.
Mate, they're like my childhood heroes, man. Like I was the kid in school that wore a t-shirt that said maggot on the front and shit. I was like I was a maggot. I was a proper maggot in school. Like I've just grown up obsessed with that band, man. Corey Taylor is like one of my idols. Like I love that guy so much, man.
Have you listened to the new single?
Yeah. I thought it was good.
What do you think?
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, we liked it.
I thought it was sick. Yeah, it got a little bit of an old school vibe to it.
A few people commented. I saw there's a bit of negativity in the comments. People being like, "Oh, keep releasing the same song." Yeah, because it's a fucking great song.
People complain when a band changes their sound. They complain when they don't change their sound.
100%. Just people are the worst. Someone needs to write a song about that. People are shit or something like that.
Yeah, people are good shit.
Yeah, that'd be a good song.
So if like, so would Slipknot be your, because we always ask the bands that come on here, what would be your dream band to support or to tour with and play with? Would that be Slipknot for both of you, or?
Definitely, man.
Yeah, probably Slipknot. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So where do we go from here?
Taking box, and now they quit.
Yeah, we're done. One up on Sunday.
Do you have, so say Slipknot, we'll cross them off the list, but what's another band for you guys that would be like a dream tour? Like it doesn't have to be the same genre, like something that you'd either love to just be on the same bill with.
Nickelback.
Hells yeah, that would be
Love
a
that.
wild tour. Imagine the Nickelback fans watching these guys play.
Oh man, I reckon Nickelback would dig the shit out of you guys as well. They love riffs.
Metallica for me.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Metallica.
Yeah, for sure.
Imagine, I would just, I think like I'm not one of these people that get like starstruck really much, but I think if I met James Hetfield, man, I would crumble. I would crumble. I just wouldn't be able to talk, man. It'd be so bad.
That doesn't happen very often, Scott.
What's that?
Doesn't happen very often that you're lost for words.
James Hetfield,
No,
that's a good reason to lose your words.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a band I've really enjoyed lately, seeing like all this new discovery of the band due to that Strangest Thing episode. And it's so interesting. We were talking about this the other day, kind of like the metal gatekeepers, but I think it's really cool seeing all these like new people discovering. Like I do fashion on TikTok, and I put one of I was wearing a Metallica t-shirt one day, so I just put that as a backing track, and someone was just like, Metallica, that's sick. I was like, you clearly never heard of the band till last week, but I love that you like that. That's sick.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, they got 14 albums or something to check out as well.
Oh, imagine that, finding a band that's so good and then having so much to go back through.
Yeah, that is sick.
I'm jealous of anyone that's checking out Metallica for hearing those songs for the first time. I'm jealous of people that have never heard those songs for the first time. And they're one of those bands, like even now they're still putting out like, okay, we'll forget the obvious album, but they're still putting out good albums, man. Like, was it last one was Hardwired, wasn't it? So good.
Yeah, that was sick. That Hardwired just self-destruct, that song was banging. It was real heavy.
I know.
I reckon for me, Spit Out the Bone.
Yeah,
Death Magnetic was
Spit Out the Bone, man.
Spit Out the Bone is up with the best songs that they've done, as far as I'm concerned. Like that, just huge, long instrumental solo bits. Yeah, it's just sick.
Yeah, that was wicked. Yeah, and you're right. Like that's, I imagine as well, particularly if you're just discovering that, and then you start going into like liking a bit heavier music, you'd be able to then kind of see the influences of that band for the first time.
Yeah,
like, we now be like, oh yeah, that's like Metallica riff.
Yeah,
but discovering that for the first time would be such a cool experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
We're lucky with the reactions. Like we still get that sort of, when you hear a new band, like, and you're just like, whoa, yeah, this is a band I'm going to listen to a lot.
The fact is, we also get to watch the actual first reactions. Like it's just in dumb faces all the time. Actually see me like, yeah, I really liked that bit because look at my fucking face. I look like an idiot.
Has there ever been any videos, any songs you've reacted to and you've hated it so much you've not posted it?
No, we're pretty honest. Like if we really don't like a thing, do you want to tell your story? Go on, tell your story.
What one?
Your Dojo story.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. But
yeah, I do now.
Yeah. Well, so we did, as you guys have probably seen by our list on our channel, we do touch on like a lot of, pop stuff and rap stuff. We do pop punk, like, because for us, it's more like, I sort of approach reactions where I want to listen to the song and give it a sort of reaction and my thoughts and stuff. But if I don't like something, I want to sort of approach it from, okay, so why do people who love this music and try and see it from their perspective a little bit? Because I feel like as a fan of music and even as a musician, it kind of like broadens my sort of repertoire as well. But we did Doja Cat, and man, like, because we didn't love it, and because I said, oh, look, overtly sexual lyrics aren't my thing. Like, I can't really get down with it. They came after us hard, boys. Like,
it wasn't just that. It's because Johnny was new to the internet at the time, and he decided to fight back like an idiot. And the comment thread, McGee, who does our editing, messaged through and was like, do you know there's like 700 comments on this post? We look through and it's just Johnny writing back to every single person, being like, I didn't say that. I really think.
Look, the thing that gets me is idiots on the internet, man. Like, it's like, cool. If you think I'm an idiot because I don't like the music that you like, that's cool. Call me a dickhead. I don't give a fuck. But when you're going to sit there and you're going to say I'm like anti-woman or anti-black because I don't like a song and I don't connect with the lyrics, like, that's just, those people should just not have access to the internet. They're just idiots. Yeah.
In terms of like not posting anything, no, we don't like things. Like I love Panic at the Disco, and we did the new Panic track the other day.
Ooh.
And I hated it.
I love that band.
Yeah, so do I. And I hated the new song. I was just like, what is this? This is not that band. Like, it doesn't show off Brendan Urie's vocals. It didn't have the production level that band is like has. So I was just like, there was just something missing for it. But we also try and be as like, rather than be like, fuck that song, fuck that band, don't ever listen to them again. We try and be like, here's what I thought about it, here's why I didn't like it. Because we want to be like we want to encourage people to just check out new music and also be open to new stuff. Like, we understand that maybe someone's seen us do like a poppy song, but if they come and check out you guys next, I want them to understand why we like you and what they can take from that. Because I think that's the way you're going to get new audience as across. Yeah,
if people like don't like a band or a song, they're quick to just like go for the jugular. But it's good to sort of open up a conversation and have like a constructive like conversation about it. Like, if constructive criticism is just as good as like saying something is amazing, you know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean, for you guys, I guess that's the only way you're obviously paying attention to your own music, but that's the only way you're going to grow as artists, is going, okay, well, this is what our fans like, this is what they didn't like. How can we write stuff that both we're happy with, but also satisfies their needs? Talk to us about the last album, because the response from that, I only saw positivity. You guys must be stoked on that.
Have you guys received any negativity at all?
I don't know. Have you seen anything?
I try not and try and block it out, I guess. But yeah, it seems overwhelmingly positive, man. It's been pretty wild few months.
It should be. You guys absolutely crushed it. I feel like we said this, and we can't help but like reference other bands when you're watching things, because you want to kind of have like an anchor point, like, oh yeah, that sounds like a Parkway riff, or that sounds like Bury Tomorrow here. But I feel like you took the best bits of all these other bands that might have been inspirations and just made them like seamlessly your sound. It was epic. It was really cool to hear. And like, even other songs, we'd be like, oh, that sounds like one of their riffs. Like, that's sick.
We definitely try and like lean on our influences, like the bands that made us love metal when we were growing up, and we always go back to that, like bands like Killswitch, Lamb of God, The Haunted, Chimera, all those bands. We always go back to that and like listen to that stuff before like stuck, and try and make those influences like shine through.
And the best,
I feel like that's that. On you go.
You go.
We talk
enough.
Like,
you were talking about. I feel like when you were talking about like the negative, I mean, this is not negative at all, but the one thing I'm constantly seeing is people saying this sounds like Parkway. As much as I love Parkway, like, I feel like that's not where we draw inspiration from at all. We draw like, well, I'm not sure where you take inspiration from, Goonzi, but I feel like our inspiration has always been like, you know, back in the day, like that new wave of American metal, like Lamb of God, Chimera, and then even like your Swedish stuff, like In Flames, Soilwork. Like, I feel like that's where our inspiration has always came from there. But it's cool to hear people's opinions on like what they think we sound like now. I guess like everyone has a totally different like.
I definitely hear like through you guys, like obviously you hear the sort of early 2000s metalcore, you know, your true metalcore sort of sounds like like you said, your Killswitch, your Lamb of God, all that sort of stuff. But I definitely hear that Swedish influence in you guys, especially in the style of like your single note riffs and stuff like that, and the harmonized riffs and things like that. Yeah, you like your Soilwork, In Flames, The Haunted, bands like that. And they were bands that I like really, really loved when I was coming up in metal. And I still love to this day. Like, they're just fantastic bands. And like, honestly, what I was about to say before is my favorite thing about you guys is you've kept that more sort of traditional approach to your production as well. You haven't gone over the top with the down tune gent sort of thing. And as much as I love that sort of stuff, I think that that's one of the reasons why I love you guys so much, is because the sound that you guys have is kind of lacking in the scene for me personally.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Like, we definitely try and do stuff a bit differently and not take too much inspiration from what's happening right now. Obviously, we're aware of what's going on in our scene right now, but we try and draw inspiration from like the past, I guess, but with modern influences. But yeah, good. Thanks for that, man.
It's definitely modern metal as well, though. Like, it doesn't sound old school.
I also hear, I can see where people would also get the Parkway comparison, because Parkway are one of the biggest in the metalcore, in the metalcore scene. They're one of the biggest. They're top of the top. And so people who maybe aren't as familiar with the diversity amongst that genre just go for, it sounds like this giant band, that's where they got their influences for us. I think that that I take that more as a compliment to you guys, being like they're comparing you to one that's as easily accessible as one of the best bands in the world for that scene, rather than being able to be like, here's a early 2000s band that I'm not very familiar with. They sound like. I think it's more of a lack of comparison to be able to do there, rather than like saying you copy like someone else.
100%. I don't take that as like a negative at all, because I think Parkway are incredible. Like, I love everything Parkway do, especially I loved their earlier stuff growing up, and then now I think they're just getting better. They're writing bigger. Like, loads of people, I've seen loads of negative comments on their new albums and stuff, but I think they're amazing. Like,
so do I.
I love what they're doing, man.
Bigger
like,
songs.
They're like making themselves into a headliner. Like, they're doing that.
Yeah,
like,
they're gonna be.
They know what they're doing, man. They know where they want to be, and they're just doing it, man. And I love it.
I love the fact as well with that band that they put their production to the next level as well. Like, I don't know if you guys have been on tour with them or you've seen them in tour, but they've got like that, they're ready for that next level of production, both in their like stage design and props and like fires and pyro and everything that goes off. They invested in that before they were probably ready for it. So now the music's catching up to be that next level. It's cool to see for some little surf rats from Byron Bay.
Just before COVID happened, I don't even want to say that word, but just before that, the lockdown and shit happened, we were doing like a bunch of festivals together, and we played them at football. Remember that, Goonzi?
Yeah.
We got destroyed, man.
Yeah,
I heard they're really good.
You mean just like real football, right? Like soccer, real football.
Yeah.
Are they that good?
I haven't read a thing that they did a Warped Tour, one of the last Warped Tours. There was like the entire festival. Everyone played. They had like round robin comps. Parkway won the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, they were like
actually made it into the DVD, hitting the balls with football during that football match. So if you watch out for that in that film, you'll see Ali getting hit in the balls. So.
That's awesome.
I mean, they were definitely taking it way more serious than us. They had like the tops off, 6-packs. We were running around. I'm like running around playing football with a can of beer in my hand, like drinking it.
So what you're saying is you were being Scottish and they were being surfers from Byron Bay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
At least you're sticking to your thing.
Yeah, stay true to yourselves.
Yeah,
I like
we're
that.
very consistent. We're consistent with our approach.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, so you guys are on the road. That must feel good. Like, obviously, after having so long off, and like I said earlier, finally getting to get out in a bus and get these songs out there. How long has it taken for one of you to become the annoying person in the tour bus, and who is it? If they're not here, you can throw them under the bus.
It's definitely Scott.
Just throw it straight under the bus.
It's definitely Snev. Come on.
As Stephen, I love him a bit, but
our guitar player.
He's a character.
Yeah, he's one of those guys like he'll leave a venue and just leave everything, that all his belongings in a venue, and just expect that someone will pick it up for him. And they're like, "What the fuck are you doing, man?" Like,
that's a dickhead over here.
He likes to get naked a lot.
He doesn't get naked.
Yeah,
he just the worst.
I just did a tour filling in on bass for a friend's band, and I made the singer set up my bass every night.
The rock star, man.
Yeah,
the channel has went to you. The channel.
Yeah.
The thing with that is he doesn't do fucking shit for the channel either. Hey, no, I will give it this. He did get his son to stick up sound with a sound installation the other day.
Yeah, true.
So that's kind of like doing work.
Crooked. Anyway. All right, so Australia, when's it happening? And if you can't say, don't let it leak, but just at least tell us it's on the cards.
It's definitely on the cards, but there's nothing like. Thing is, like, see, being out here in Scotland, it's difficult to get. Like, we've never toured the States or Australia, and we've been a band for 17 years. It's only been maybe the last 3 albums that people have really started taking notice of our band, and things are starting to go in a direction where it's looking like quite positive. So there has been recently like some conversations, but nothing like set in stone yet. We do want to come so bad.
We did have like this insane tour lined up for 2020 that was doing like the whole of Southeast Asia and Australia, but then obviously COVID happened and that whole thing just got cancelled.
Yeah.
So
that sucks. We talked a while back, I think this is quite a while back, about being like, because through the channel we discovered so many bands that either we weren't familiar with or were a small band that have kind of grown throughout the last few years. We're like, we want to build a tour that's like the Breakdown tour that's presented by us, and just bring out all the people that we like and just make one fucking epic tour. I want to do that. I don't know how to start that. I need someone to help me.
But
we'll do it, man. We'll do it.
We're gonna.
We'll do it. We'll be there.
Yeah, well, you guys would definitely be asked.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everyone sort of said that too as well. Everyone's just been like, sign us up. When are we doing it? We can't wait. It's just
logistics, money, all that sort of stuff. We're still finding
all the things.
We've only been doing this a year and a half, so it's still early days. But anyway, at least you guys will be out here eventually. Hopefully,
you can experience what actual summer feels like. I know you're having a nice summer there, but you can feel like the Australian summer.
I'm ginger, man. I'll die.
Yeah, you will. Straight up. So sorry. Don't come out here, actually.
I gotta say,
when you go,
run with me on this one, okay? We've got a buddy of ours, Ben, from a band called Slowly Slowly, and we've always said that he's got probably the most fantastic hair out of any band. You're rivaling him, man. Like, that shit looks just luscious.
How hard is it to maintain?
It's a pain in the arse, man. I'm not gonna lie, but especially on tour when you don't have access to showers all the time to keep it clean, But
is it naturally dead straight?
Yep, never ever straight my hair. Never.
That's impressive. I'm like a year into growing mine out, just because I was like, I'll do it before I'm too old, because I'm probably already too old for it. And it's not getting longer; it's just getting curlier and more dense.
See, when it hits your shoulders, man, it's going to start curling up the way.
It's already doing that. The headphones are pushing it down. If I don't have it, just flicks out like this. I got the wings. It's not a good look.
It's good, man. It looks good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'll need all the cope I can get to keep me going strong to get through that good periods.
I'm covering up because mine's fucked. I don't know what I do. Got a face for radio, they say. And here I am on YouTube. Anyway,
he's got a face that looks like Paul Rudd. Do you guys see that? We get heaps of comments saying he looks like Paul Rudd.
Mate, you look exactly like one of our friends from back home called Duncan, and we call you Australian Duncan.
Like Dunkin' Donuts. He's a little chunky.
So shit, man.
But anyway. We've been doing some like little Australian quizzes with some of our interviewees. You guys up for a challenge? I know you haven't been here yet, but we want to try and.
So neither of you guys have ever been to Australia?
Nope.
Do you know anything about Australia?
It's warm.
You're gonna do great.
There's big spiders.
Oh, that's one of the questions. You might be okay.
All right.
Johnny prepared this, by the way, so if we hate it, just blame him.
Now we're going to see at the end of the year what band does the best. I don't think any international band has got over like 5. Have they?
I don't remember.
We'll have to go back and check that.
What did Joe get?
He got 5. Yeah, because he got the bonus question.
Yeah.
Joe from Fit for an Autopsy got 5. So let's go.
Oh, he did the interview. He did the interview like there with you guys, didn't he?
Yeah, they played last week.
Yeah, we went to the gig that they were playing at and did it with him. Yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Nice.
It's so cool now.
He's
before we get into this,
man.
Oh,
Great
he's
boy.
the best. It's been so cool being able to have some like face-to-face stuff as well, because obviously like we've been doing this just ourselves staring at a screen for like the last 2 years. To finally be able to do some face-to-face stuff is so cool, because we're loving doing this. Like the interviews is actually my favorite part now. I still love seeing the music and doing that, but being able to connect and give something that's a little bit more like exclusive to the people that watch is so cool. I want to build up to a point where we can have like covers and like acoustic renditions and like exclusive stuff that people aren't going to get elsewhere. Just like we want to build friendships with bands that they come on and be like, yeah, we made this thing, let's share it here. So it's really cool doing that, dude. So thank you guys for taking the time.
Before you do that, I'm going to close my blind. Like the sun is blinding my eye.
Very Scottish.
Yeah, he's ginger as well. The sun's probably burning his skin.
There we go.
Stay inside and get it.
I'm like the whole time I've been like.
I thought you were just hitting on us, just winking every now and then.
Hey, handsome boys.
All right. So, part 1, music and entertainment. Right? Who is Australia's most successful band?
Parkway.
Of all time. Of all time. Yeah.
If you don't get it, you're going to be kicking yourself that you haven't got it.
Any genre?
Yeah.
Any genre.
But we did say most successful band.
Jason Donovan.
From Neighbours back in the day.
Is he Australian?
Yeah, he is. He is. Yeah.
It just shows how like UK you guys are. The fact that you're the only ones in the world that would know who Jason Donovan is.
I was about to say Kylie Minogue, but I guess you said
she'd be a big export. But
she'd be.
no.
I think she'd still be bigger. Do you reckon?
I got no
The
idea.
answer's AC/DC.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
I told you, you'd be kicking yourself.
Do you know they were?
I was going to say that, but
Angus
is
was,
there like not maybe like members?
they were
from other
initially born in Glasgow.
Yeah.
Angus was.
Yeah.
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 The young boys are. Yeah, they're Glasgow boys. All right.
So wait, we're claiming them.
Well, you got it wrong, so you don't get anything.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
You can
No,
redeem
you're
yourselves though with this next part.
They're
Yeah.
Scottish.
Part 2, you get to redeem yourself with the bonus question. All right. Which country did they never have a top 20 hit in? And it's a country that you would assume that they would have, but it's not Australia. I'll tell you that.
USA maybe. From
You were the
clue?
first person to get that.
it.
And it was a
Like, your
wild
clue
guess,
gave it
wasn't it?
away.
Yeah, that's the problem. You just kept rolling, like, and it's not this, but it might be. It's definitely not Bahrain.
It could start with U and end in A. All
I was
right.
going to say that.
Yeah.
You don't get 2 points, bro. All right. Name 3 Australian actors.
Kylie Minogue.
You've already done 2.
Chris Hemsworth.
It's all going to be neighbours. Holly.
Chris Hemsworth. Goonzi, don't you ruin this,
No,
man.
finish that. Holly who?
If,
The one for
if,
neighbours. Fuck.
if you get her last name, I'll be very impressed.
You'll get a bonus point if you get her last name.
Fuck.
I know who he means.
So do I know her last name.
She's in the Taken
Lance?
as well. She's in the film.
Yes.
For Lance, yes.
Oh, Lance?
Yes.
Well done.
She's married to like an oil tycoon or
Is
something.
it?
She's worth billions.
Well done. Well done. All right.
Bonus point there.
Okay. We gave this one away before, but what famous surf town do Parkway Drive come from?
Byron Bay.
Well done, sir.
Well done.
Well listened.
All right. Part 2, wildlife.
I
and food.
already knew that though.
You know what? You're the only person that's got it.
Yeah, no
the
one's
only
got that one
international
before.
that's got it. All right. Part 2, wildlife and food. Australia is home to the world's deadliest spider. What's it called?
Like Widow.
I would say the huntsman, but the huntsman is not actually deadly, is it? It's a friendly spider. Fuck. Black Widow?
No, we don't have black widow. We've got the redback, but it's actually not the redback. It's the Sydney funnel web spider. There
It's
you
that
go.
fucker.
It's that motherfucker.
Ah!
Look at that thing.
Man. Nope. Nope.
Seriously,
Yeah.
look
Go,
at
no.
that.
No, man, I can't look at that.
No, come on, have a look. Those things are like, so they're local to where we live. I've never seen one though in the wild.
I've seen heaps.
Yeah, but you work on building sites.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So we've told a couple of the people that have been on this as well, that around where we are, if you're ever on tour, we're going to take you to the Australian Reptile Park if you ever come out here. So at this place is where you can actually, they collect all the funnel webs, and if you catch them in your home or whatever, you take them there. And it's where they actually milk them for the anti-venom, which has saved a whole shitload of lives, because no one's died from one for a while. But if you didn't get the anti-venom, you'd be... So yeah, so you can actually watch them milking these spiders. It's
Grabbing the tiny little teats.
yeah, you can milk anything with nipples.
See, even just looking at one, it makes me feel so uncomfortable, man.
Yeah, you look
hate spiders
visibly
so much.
rattled.
Is that like a proper arachnophobia?
Yeah. Must be, man. I'm like, even if I see a small one in my house, I'm like jumping up on the couch and shit.
I'm a
My
tough
wife
metal
tries to
dude.
kill them.
Get me away from that thing.
All right, this is going to be a guess for you, but what type of animal is the Australian Western gobbleguts?
I'm just going to take a wild guess and say a frog.
That's a good guess.
Closer than anyone else. Yeah. Goonzi, want to have a stab?
Dog.
Ooh, colder. I love how I said frog's close, and then you went for dog.
It has OG in the name.
They sound the same.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's actually a fish. It's a pretty uneventful one as well. It's like a tiny little colorful thing.
Yeah, that's a shit. I reckon we get rid of that question.
Yeah,
no one's got it.
Just all right, fine. I'll change it. Sorry, bro.
It's a tough one.
Yeah. All right. What is a golden gay time?
I mean, I'm not going to say what it sounds
cocktail?
like.
A cocktail? That's not a bad guess.
Cocktail's a good guess.
But it's not right.
It's
It's not right. I'll give you, but if you want to get, because you got two people here, we'll give this. You're in the right thing, right category.
Right. So it's edible. It's food. It's a meal. Burger.
No.
As you're sitting real silent there.
It's an ice cream. It's a very, very famous Australian ice cream. It's really good. It's really nice. Get one when you're out here. Just walk into any shop and ask for a gay time. They'll hook you up. All right.
That does sound like a thing. It sounds like you're stitching people up. Being like, yeah, just go to a shop and ask for a gay time.
Yeah.
People are like, I'm not going to do that. And you get there and there's actually delicious ice cream. You're like, fuck, I should have done that earlier.
Sounds like someone's going to piss on me if I ask for that.
Yeah. That's...
They go, can I have a golden shower, please?
It does sound a bit like that.
All right. Part 3, Aussie knowledge and history. Okay. Do you know what a bogan is?
A bogan?
A bogan.
It's like a type of person. It's like a. Is it?
Yeah.
But can you define it more?
Like we'd call them a Ned or
Yeah.
a Mam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah. It's like our version of a redneck, I guess. Yeah.
Oh,
Well
right,
done.
okay.
Got it. All right. Which famous Australian coined the phrase crikey?
The
The
the crocodile dude, Steve Irwin.
Well done.
Well
Did you say
done.
alligator to start with?
Man.
You guys are actually doing quite well. All right. So,
I want to ask this one because each time you've asked it, I feel like you ask it in a weird way.
okay.
So, okay, is this story true or false? In 1932, we had the Emu Wars, where soldiers from the Australian military engaged in a week-long battle with a force of 20,000 emus that had been destroying wheat crops, and the military lost. Is that true or false?
That's a trick question, Goonzi. Because it sounds false.
I think it's true. It's so stupid that it must be true.
Yeah.
I think it's true.
It is true.
It is true. It is true. All right. Now, to clarify, the reason that they lost is because they underestimated how many bullets it took to kill an emu and how many there were. And they basically just ran out of ammunition and said, fuck it, we're out, and bailed. So, so it's not like the emus,
The emus are way smarter with their guns. They didn't shoot as quickly.
All right. Last one. Which of these places, if any, is a fake name? Funny Knob Creek, Pensioners Bush, or Mossy Nipple Bend?
Mossy Nipple Bend.
I think they're all true again because they're so stupid.
Welcome to Australia,
Yeah,
baby.
true.
Yeah.
All-
So you guys got 1,
Mossy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the bonus. They got the bonus USA one. You guys got 7. Holy shit! That's the best score so far.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, lads.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Good stuff.
Holly Valance was the real winner there, though.
Yeah, I'm very surprised. Is Neighbours still big over there?
I think it's actually
think
like
so.
finishing soon. It's finishing.
Yeah,
up
it
soon.
is. Yeah, it's like the last
Yeah.
season or something next year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
I
used to
watched
watch
it a lot
it
when I was a kid.
religiously growing up, man.
Yeah,
Religious.
same.
Is that because for us, like I can't stand it, but it just seemed like bad acting and just like a local thing? Is it because for you guys it was like a little bit exotic because it was like Australian, or is it just because it was like what's that called? Not a sitcom, soap.
Drama, soap opera. Yeah.
I think it was just always on. It was always on the TV like after school time. So when I
Yeah,
got home
fully.
from school, it was always just on the TV. So I think that's maybe why it was just like, it was like prime time, I think. Yeah.
Did you ever get Home and Away? Did you guys get into that one?
Yeah. That was more of a Channel 5 thing, so it wasn't as popular.
Yeah.
I would have thought that'd be more popular because it's like
on the beach.
beachy.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Chris Hemsworth came from?
Yeah.
Shit. Look at him now. Thor.
Very handsome.
Yeah. All right. So we won't keep you too much longer, boys, but we will give you a couple of would you rathers, all right, for a bit of fun. Now, we just mentioned Thor. Would you rather be a Star Wars character or a Marvel character? And who would you be?
Star Wars any day of the week.
Marvel for me, man. I'm not a fan of. People are probably going to hate me for saying this, but I'm just not a Star Wars fan, man. Never like. I think people love Star Wars because of the nostalgia thing, but as a kid, I just didn't watch it.
Yeah, fair.
Remember that time that they came on and then broke up as a band? 17 years later, but like, you hate Star Wars? Fuck this, I'm out.
So what character would you be, though? Who would you be?
You go first.
Yoda, man. I'll be wee Yoda.
Yeah, all right.
You do look like Yoda.
Cheers, man.
Wee Yoda. I love that.
I'm going to say Thor because the God of Thunder, and it sounds metal. So
fair.
It does sound metal. Fair. Yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, I look nothing like Thor, but
you guys could have traded places. You got the Thor hair going on.
Yeah, for sure. He's got better hair than Hemsworth.
Yeah, because he's got a wig.
Yeah, true. All right, give him a would you rather.
Biceps.
Okay, let's go with would you rather be Gandalf or Dumbledore?
Gandalf, because I love Lord of the Rings. I love Harry Potter as well, to be fair. But
that's what's hard. I love both too. That's why I'd find it so hard. I know my answer.
We met Gandalf once.
Oh, the real Gandalf.
We were filming a music video, and it was like in a TV studio, and we went to the canteen for lunch. And
Sir Ian McKellen was there.
Sir Ian McKellen was there, and I held the bin open for him as he like put his leftovers in it, and that's my claim to fame.
That's a great claim to fame. I love that.
All right.
I am not a fan of Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, so I don't really know who either of those people are.
Wow.
Doesn't like Star Wars, doesn't like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter.
It's like way too cool for popular culture. Like,
how did just kick him out of this interview? Where's the
eject? Where's the eject button? I think he just needs a cuddle. Jesus, man.
I don't like happiness.
All right. Now this one's the divisive one. Okay, this one is split the channel down the middle, and it's split a lot of bands down the middle. You got to go on stage, right? You're dead bone dry, but you have to either put on cold, wet socks or cold, wet underwear. What do you choose?
Underwear, because I don't think it'd be cold for very long. It'd actually feel quite nice.
Most of the time we do that anyway, because I'll wear the same like stage jeans and stage underwear every night on tour. And they never dry. So I'm like, Goonzi, how many times have we been in the dressing room putting our clothes on and we're like, oh, because they're always just wet because it's cold here and they just don't dry.
Stupid UK.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go with socks.
Oh, we divide in the middle. Man, you guys are so fighting at the next band practice for sure.
Yeah,
welcome to our dynamic. This man's underwear, I'm socks. Yeah, because socks is the correct answer, of course. Underwear, you're chafing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll just fart them dry.
Welcome to the channel. Fucking hell. Oh,
all right, now I just want to ask a personal question. All right, like this is not a personal question, but for me,
is this the worst interview you've ever done?
That was the best one. The fact that you said I'll fart my boxers dry has made this the best interview ever.
All right, are you guys football fans?
Yeah.
Scott is.
Do you know who Jason Cummings is, the cum dog?
Oh my god.
No? I was hoping you would. Yeah. He's a Scottish lad that now plays for our local club over here. So he famously scored 2 against Liverpool. I think he was playing for Shrewsbury or something at the time. So
who cares about that? Do they actually call him the cum dog?
They call him the cum dog, yeah.
That sucks.
Nah, man, I love it.
Of
course you do. Of course you do. You were the one that made it up.
I feel like Aussie humour is so similar to Scottish humour.
Yeah, I would agree. I've got a few friends over there that I'm like, oh, we get on very well because of that. Like, we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We both use the C word in the same way, just like instead of the word person.
Yeah. So
Crimson, right? Crimson's the word you're talking about. We use it to describe red.
Yeah, no, it's funny because we spoke to Lucas from Holding Absence, and he said that was one of the things he noticed coming to Australia was the amount that word's used, and that you can either be over here, you can either be a good one or a bad one. Like it can be your best friend or someone that you hate. Is it the same for you guys over there?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Exactly that.
Yeah,
I actively try not to use it on the channel and discourage Johnny from swearing purely because it affects monetization. So we can't get ads when he's dropping swear words because potty mouth over here. He's just like, welcome to the fucking channel, dicks. Oh, great, cool. Well, that's good that video.
Never dropped a C-bomb. Never dropped a C-bomb. All right, guys, we'll let you go. But who are you listening to at the moment?
And you need to text us name that band again, by the way.
Centralia. Who am I listening to at the minute?
New Rammstein album, and I'm still pretty obsessed with the new Rammstein album.
Oh, I haven't listened to the album. Is it good? I mean, clearly do listen to it.
Yeah. I hope they come back out. Their stage show is insane.
Yeah, phenomenal.
Yeah,
I've actually been listening. I'm having to look at my Spotify. I've kind of been going back and listening to like some of the newer Soilwork albums that I didn't really check out because we did a festival a few weeks ago with Soilwork, and they played a few new songs that I'd never heard. So I've been kind of listening to that a lot.
Yeah, I feel like I missed not a lot, but I feel like I missed a handful of both them and In Flames over the last sort of 10 years because they just seem to drop so much. So I need to check that out as well.
Such good bands as well, man. I've been listening to the New Testament album quite a lot. Creeper, I love Creeper.
We haven't done them yet. They're touring with Shikari. That'll be a hell of a time.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Cool.
They're such a good band, man. Really good band.
I saw some live footage of them recently. It looked really fun. Made me excited for that tour.
Yeah. It's kind of like similar to like old AFI, Alkaline Trio, you know, the sort of goth punk stuff.
Yeah,
which I loved that growing up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well.
Wait, those shoes are called Creepers too, aren't they? They used to wear like the higher soled.
Yeah.
Are they called Creepers?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that style of shoe where they have like, they're like the Vans, the Converse, they have like a thick sole.
Yeah, right.
That's called a creeper shoe.
Oh,
yeah.
Learned something new on this. Just chat.
There you go. Maybe that's why they're called Creeper.
It's a good name. I really like the name. It's like simple and it really fits that horror punk vibe so well.
But you wouldn't like if someone referred to you as a creeper.
I refer to you as that all the time.
That's what I'm saying.
I just call you a creep.
Hurts my feelings, bro.
Yeah, well, stop farting in your underwear and drying them off. Boys, thank you for taking the time to put up with us. We really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
No worries, man. It's been a good one.
And we will endeavor to get that tour happening. We need to get you guys out here.
Yeah, hopefully you guys can get out here and we can have a few pints and talk shit a little bit more.
We do love a pint.
Look forward to it. We do love a pint.
Thanks so much, dudes. Appreciate your time.
Cheers, boys. Thank you so much, man.
Peace, legends.